Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of a Torchwood reaction. This is Rod Live, and my name is Matt. Okay, so, hi, how's everyone doing today? Last time on Torchwood, we had a combat, which was the episode where, Owen tried to kill himself by a weevil, by entering a fight glove, a weevil fight glove, and, Gwen had to face the consequences of her actions, and she really didn't. But she is hating herself for it, and that's pretty much it. So that episode in question wasn't like the mystery and whatever. It wasn't that great, but I feel like it was a very important stepping stone in the development of both of those characters, Owen and Gwen. Because the thing is that like those characters keep fucking up. And you can tell that they're fucking up. And you're just waiting for the moment where it's like, okay, when is it finally gonna come together? Like, where is this storyline going? So, and we had a little bit of that previous episode, I feel like. Also, apparently that episode was written by Noel Clarke, also known as Mickey. I miss Mickey. Mickey was great. Mickey was a great addition to the Doctor Who universe. We needed to see more of Mickey. Bring Mickey back. For like a second, just bring him back. I don't even know what the fuck happened to Mickey, because the last time I saw Mickey was at the series 4 finale, and he just walked away, and I think he walked with Jack. So I'm just like, maybe we'll see Mickey in like Torchwood season 4 or whatever. I don't know where the timelines converge, but like maybe we'll see Mickey there. That would be dope. That would be dope if I get to see Mickey again, or Martha. That would be fucking dope. But anyway, thing is, we're just starting this episode. I suppose there's not much to say, but let's just jump into it. So yeah, Torchwood season 1, episode 12. Is it 12? Torchwood season 1, episode 12. Let's go. That is Japanese.
It's my grandfather's 88th birthday today.
Okay.
I thought you'd gone to all this trouble for me.
88 is a joyous year for the Japanese.
Is it?
I'm off to London to watch grown men throw rice.
You can get that in the Balti after Stop Tap. What do we got?
Vote Saxon. Vote Saxon. I saw that shit.
Just dashing young soldiers and pretty young ladies. And as they danced, the girls would look into their partner's eyes, smile softly, and say,
Jack, mind my laptop.
Nothing here but memories and dust.
The place you were just at, Bad Wolf. I saw a Bad Wolf on the wall. Oh, this is a great place. Is this real? What happened?
They're not ghosts. It's a simple tempo shift.
Alright.
And it's beautiful.
Shouldn't this be like really scary? Why didn't we get out the way we came through? Yeah, we're in like the 40s, dude.
Where's the SUV?
Tosh, come on. Try and keep up. Is it just the two of them this episode? Also, can Jack meet himself? Captain Jack Harkness? Oh shit.
To alert me if there are any further movements.
Yeah, okay, so they can see that there was a temporal displacement. And also, the episode title is Captain Jack Harkness, so this is an important one probably.
They can't help us back at the hub because I have the latest readings in here. People are staring at us.
We need to try to blend in.
It's easy for you to say. You're the only Asian here.
Ooh.
Don't worry. You're with the captain.
If Tosh knows a way of opening the rift, maybe we can get Diane back.
Jack would never allow it. Opening the rift could...
Jack's not here. God damn it, Owen. Well, maybe that bullshit is about to do is gonna save Tosh and Jack here. Okay, this guy has an Asian fetish.
Why's George dancing with a Jap?
Right, the Japanese were on the other side, weren't they? Well, Jackson. Yeah, she's gonna, because she can hear the music. Oh, they can hear Gwen.
You want to make something of it?
You don't want to do
you can
this.
always dance with me if you like.
Okay.
Okay, I'll lead, you follow. Come on, Tosh.
Jack,
Okay.
Apologize to the gentleman, George.
I was only dancing, but
I think it was your fist in his face he didn't like, not your foxtrot.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You barely got me.
Think the lady also deserves an apology?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I'm Captain. You go first.
I'm Captain Jack Harkness, 133rd Squadron.
Did he take his name?
Right.
There's a picture now
Stance.
of both Captain Jack Harknesses. Did he take his name way back when?
Those young soldiers.
You'll see a picture of him. They'll see the picture. Oh shit. This is great.
One more for the record, sir. I insist.
Okay.
Well, I didn't catch your names.
Captain Joe Barman.
I'm Captain James Harper, 71st.
21st, that's where I'm hoping to be posted next. What's your poison?
Maybe later, my friend and I were in the middle of something.
Sure.
I'm lost enough here without you holding back on me.
It's not my name. It's his. I took his.
Okay.
But I didn't realize he was so hot.
Jack.
I know too much.
Then share.
You wouldn't want that. Trust me.
If I can find some way of getting these figures back to base, then
Through
we can
Jack.
find them and open the rift and bring us back through.
You can do it through Jack. You have to meet the other Jack. There's the music again.
Tosh!
But they're living the build. They heard Gwen.
To open the rift and bring them back.
We can't. Half the equation's missing.
Can't be. Must be somewhere else. Let me try.
You should keep backups of this shit. List manager. Well, god damn it.
Not used to writing with these things.
Don't press so hard.
Why does it take the entire screen?
We need to get the information back to the hub.
What are you doing in here? Who are you?
She's Japanese, so this is gonna be.
James Harper. And this is Toshiko Sato, friend and mathematician.
I'm Billis, the manager. You're not in full uniform, Captain.
On leave. 48 hours.
That's an interesting camera.
It takes photographs instantly.
I didn't know they could do that yet.
Oh.
And I didn't know they made an attaché case out of metal.
You're also out of time here? Torchwood.
I've had a good look around, but
What's happening?
Can I help you? I'm the caretaker, Billis Manger.
Are you a ghost? What is this guy's goal? Take the entire Torchwood team out of time?
I'll take care of you.
Somehow, I don't think you can do that.
You look like you fit in.
It does.
Have you been here before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
I can't explain, but I served in the war in 1941. I needed a false identity, so I took his name.
Why him?
It was convenient.
But if he chose his identity to steal, then
He dies.
Dies in battle.
when?
Like right next to you, probably. Okay.
As long as you boys remember your training, you'll be alright.
The fact that he says it.
Shall we sit down?
You look worried, dear. I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Could you be more creepy, old man?
How many did you kill in the Battle of Britain, sir? 26, wasn't it?
He's not proud
Heard
of
that
it.
story countless times, George.
And no one's as fast as him. Hasn't lost a man yet.
Care for a drink, Captain?
I'll just have water, thanks.
Hello, Jack.
Jack's
I know you're
fiance.
having a night with the men, but I thought I'd look in if that's all right.
The life of Captain Jack Harkness becomes way too real now. Because before he just had a name, he just took it. Now he's an actual real person. Because he didn't know him. Because he said, I didn't know he was so handsome. So
I'll put the kettle on.
There's a picture of that man on the wall, and it's an old picture. So if you look at that picture, you realize that he's a man out of time as well.
Well, he does look a bit out of his time.
Yes.
He wears a cravat.
He is in the same picture as well.
He's the answer. He's come through the rift. Find out what he's doing.
No, get out, Gwen. Wait for backup.
We can't lose him.
We can't lose Gwen. Maybe this is a trap.
It does feel like a trap.
Get out of there, Gwen. That's an order.
No, I'm sorry, but who exactly put you in charge?
Gwen can decide for herself.
I haven't seen you two here before. Is she with you?
Nah, she's after Tim. Why else would she let him bore her to death about navigation?
Maybe she's a spy.
The Chinese are on our side, aren't they?
I'm Japanese.
You're hardly an ally then.
Believe it.
God damn it.
So whose side are you on? What's in the bag?
Nothing.
If you've got nothing to hide, then open the bag.
She can. Her work is top secret. She's a decoder for the Brits.
Without ladies like her, we'd have no way of defending the country. To Toshiko.
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 I need Billis's camera. Photographs last, don't they?
Sure, you want me to come with you?
Oh, you can't run out of me. I've just got you a drink.
I'm fine. You carry on.
Damn it, they're separating.
Mind if I join you?
Sure, why not?
This guy is bi as fuck, by the way. The actual Captain Jack? Yeah, he's gonna get discovered.
Starting to be a habit.
I just wanted to try it out.
This little beauty is very unusual and rare.
Is this part of the plan that they managed to open the rift somehow?
We haven't got missing numbers. We're gonna have to improvise with the rift manipulation.
Oh, he's just winging it. That is Jack's laugh. All right. Oh no.
Open the rift now and the whole world could suffer. We could all get sucked in. But who knows what will come out? This is about Diane, isn't it? When will you accept that she chose to leave you?
Where is your cyber girlfriend? Stuck around the course. Not that she had much choice, wired up in the cellar.
I thought you were still Lisa. I loved her. You only knew Diane for a week.
And it wasn't enough. Maybe the manipulator can calculate the missing figures.
Okay. Like, this is the episode where all the therapy that they didn't take the entire season comes into play.
There's a piece missing. We've got to find it.
She doesn't seem like she's doing okay. Okay,
So, what's your next mission?
so never mind. Real Captain Jack is gay.
Aren't you leaving tomorrow night?
She came here to spend the night with you and you're not giving her any attention.
Sick of us Welsh already.
Yeah, that's why I'm still fighting for you.
You're hooked up on that John Barrowman juice.
It's been a good few weeks.
I thought he was gonna interrupt and say like you should spend more time with her or something.
Was that it?
Well, he's like, was that it?
I need to look after my men tonight. It's their last day tomorrow.
Go after her. Kiss her goodbye. Anything can happen tomorrow.
It's just a routine training exercise. I'm hardly gonna die.
Yeah, that's when they catch you, when you least expect it. You don't know what's ahead. Kiss her. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay, good. Good.
I love you.
That just made things 20 times worse. Now she thinks she's in love with me.
Oh,
Look, it's okay to be scared.
A captain has to keep his head.
A captain needs to explain the risks, tell his men what to expect.
So what do? Tell him I saw a young boy get shot in the eyes mid-flight?
I understand.
Do you? Did you hear him on the radio yelling for his mom while the Messerschmitts pumped him full of holes and blew his plane apart? All I can hear on the radio
His screams. I went to war when I was a boy. I was with my best friend. We got caught crossing the border over enemy lines. They tortured him, not me, because he was weaker. They made me watch him die. And they let me go.
Who are they?
The worst possible creatures you can imagine. He hadn't lived.
Of any of us?
Okay, team. I hope you like treasure hunts.
What would Jack and Tosh do? How would
Yes.
they try and help us?
Yeah, they have the remaining half of the equation, therefore they would get the equation to you somehow. So Billis is trying to help them, therefore Billis's end goal is to actually
More equations, Gwen.
open. Is that not it? Oh, the picture wasn't full. Oh no, the bombs fell. In the picture? Cliche, but not really. Oh, it's a save. Okay.
Yes.
Ugh. You get really ominous vibes from this episode. What is that clock? Shit, it's like Back to the Future 1.
Pieces.
Which means Billis plans this whole thing. What if Billis is someone else? Someone we know. Okay, he took the piece that was missing that Billis had for some reason.
Of course I'm scared. Like some time in private with Captain Harper.
Okay. That is... There it is. Open it.
Yanto, somebody scraped out the final numbers.
Oh, Billis did. Shit.
She's written a message at the end. It says, "Tell my family I love them."
Ah, that fucking sucks, man. We have to wing it, the final numbers. Because they don't even know that those numbers are scraped away.
I just think you should live every night like it's your last. Make tonight the best night of your life. You're alive, right here, right now. Go to her.
Okay. We're just winging it. This is all... Like, the reason why Billy had it is because this is part of his plan, probably.
Must be something in
Like,
the safe. He fits. We just need better instructions.
You can't open the safe. You've got no right.
I am second in command. I have got every fucking right.
I thought you'd gone.
did he realize that he doesn't love her?
This could be your last chance.
Yeah, that's why he's here.
That's why I came back.
Yeah! Okay, there we go. That wasn't just not going anywhere. I wish I had the gay flag. I only have to buy one. I mean, Jack is like everything, but like this guy is clearly gay.
We need Lover's Corner if you don't mind, boys.
Of course. I was just discussing strategies with the captain.
We'll go somewhere else.
No. You've told me all I need to know.
This isn't some random act of madness.
It's a trap!
Yes,
wanted you to find it.
this is true.
To provoke the rift! To incite total chaos and destruction! All the reports of the haunted dance hall were anonymous. What if it was him? Please!
He's
listen
right.
to me.
I'm tired of being in awe of the rift. I'm tired of living with Jack's secrets. We don't even know who he is.
He's our leader.
Not anymore.
God damn it. Gwen, we need Gwen like right here. Right now. Is she even coming here or is she still looking? Why do we keep all of this like really messed up people in our team still?
They go out in a sortie and are surprised by 2 formations of Messerschmitts. He destroys 3 of the enemy. His men listen to his whoops of joy over the radio. Then it all goes quiet.
Oh shit. Where is this going? Is this segueing into the finale or something? Because the episode is coming to an end. Is a gun? Yes.
Shoot.
Who were you?
A con man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I took his name. Falsified his records, so it seemed he was still alive.
How did you end up in Torchwood?
A doctor helped me. A doctor changed my life. Yeah.
Brought me back from death.
Well, it wasn't the doctor.
And ever since
It
then,
was
it's been
a
like,
wolf.
they're keeping me for something, and I don't know what it is. I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
It was my choice.
I'll look after you. There's nothing I can do for him.
You have to let Diane go. Like I did with Lisa.
Don't compare yourself to me. You're just a T-boy. That rift took my lover and my captain. So if I die trying to beat it, then it will all be in a line of duty.
Shit! That wasn't fatal. He still managed to get it done. God damn it, Yanto. If they were gonna shoot at this, you could have done it better. Okay, what's gonna happen now? He's coming to Jack. Jack's coming to Jack. A dance? A final dance? Everyone's looking at them like, what? They don't even understand this fucking concept. I like that both of them are about to cry. Jack more than Jack. Like, our Jack more than this Jack. Because he knows he's gonna die. And he becomes him. Hmm? Don't get interrupted by a bomb. Well, shit.
We need you.
I have to
Duty
go.
calls.
It's my duty.
No. They didn't stop. They were just dumbfounded by the gay shit way more than... Yeah, here he comes back for it. He takes his own advice. He comes back for it. Okay, going for a long one. That's fair. This is the only one you're gonna get, so... They were all more dumbfounded about the gay shit than the explosion. By the way. I just want to point that out. They disappeared. He disappeared. They all disappeared. And now... Are we going back to our time? What happened with what Owen did, and what did this guy want? Who is this guy? Birds are falling. Oh my god, is it like dark?
You made it. You made it. Oh.
Hug Toshiko too. Deliver. Yes. Cool. Yeah, but what happened though?
Good job, you're a crap shot.
I was aiming for your shoulder.
It was wartime. I know. But it was beautiful.
There were angels dancing at the Ritz.
He would have been so proud that you took his name. Because here you are, saving the world. To Captain Jack.
It's Captain Jack.
To Captain Jack. Alright, so that was the gay as fuck episode of Torchwood. I mean, given it's not the first one, and that's kind of what you would expect out of this show, considering that Captain Jack is the main character. Is it self-cest if it's Captain Jack and Captain Jack? I mean, it's not, but like, it's really interesting. So, okay, let's deconstruct what happened in the episode. So the episode starts in Jack and Tosh, and I like that it was Tosh because we don't get a lot of Tosh, I feel like. But Jack and Tosh are investigating a ghost case, whatever, in some abandoned building. They go over there, and it's like, okay, what's happening? They get transported to 1941 because there is some time anomaly rift, whatever, happening in that specific building, and it's like, all right. So, here's the thing, though. The caretaker of that place, Billis, I think that was his name, he planned all of this. He 100% legitimately planned all of this, and next episode should get into that. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be upset. Because the thing is that, like, that guy, Billis, so they said that all the tips that they got from that place being weird were anonymous. So it was like, okay, could have been that guy. He just planned it all along. He just sent them in order to investigate. Then they got transported, and he can clearly jump between one place and the other. He can clearly jump between 41 and 2007, I think. They can clearly do that. Therefore, well, he can do it. So therefore, he's planning this whole thing out. He can do that. He has the time. He has everything. So he makes sure to take pictures of them and name them, so then when Torchwood investigates, they can tell what happened. He gave Gwen and like Owen all the information they needed in order to get like all the clues, but not all of them, just the ones that he wanted. So he scraped off the numbers, but he did give them the clues. He also did give Owen the piece that for some reason he had of that machine. Why did he have that? Okay, so never mind. So who is this Billis character? He might be a new character. He could also be a character we already know that has like time travel and old age himself up. So it could be like Owen or some shit. Given I don't really think that's gonna be the case, because if it were, I feel like that would have been revealed this episode, which was the time episode. So maybe not. But like I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to figure out who this person is, because I think it's just a new character, right? But like, what are his motivations? What is his agenda? That's the part that I don't know. That's the part that I'm just like, okay, what are we doing here, right? I have no idea. I know he has an agenda. I know he did this on purpose, and I know that he railroaded the entire Torchwood team in order to do things exactly as he planned them to do it. What I'm wondering is that does he also know exactly like the team members, like personally? Maybe not personally, but like, does he know exactly what their state is? Because that way he can be like, okay, so if this dude gone missing, and then if these two stay in Torchwood HQ, this guy is gonna do some dumb shit, and this guy's gonna try to stop it, but he's gonna be too much of a pussy in order to kill him. So this guy is gonna be able to do it anyway, and I just need to send Gwen in like some wild goose chase or whatever, and make her waste time. So then all this shit happens. Like, is that a thing? Like, he could have done that. Sure, he could have done that. So then the question becomes, does he actually know the Torchwood team? I mean, he knows of the Torchwood team. Does he know them individually is the question. I don't know. Okay, so that wasn't really the main focus of the episode. The main focus of the episode, I feel, it was Captain Jack Harkness. So that was the title of the episode. I thought he was talking about the episode was talking about our Jack, but no, it's talking about a different Jack, the original. So we meet this character and they introduce themselves, and it's like, what's your name? Captain Jack Harkness. And yours? And they just froze, and it's like, what? And I'm just like, did you take his name? And he did in fact take his name. So here was mostly a Jack-centered episode. Our Jack, but then also the other Jack. So across the night, they continue to talk to each other, and it's like, hey, I bought you a drink. You have to stay here with me now. It's like, I have to help my friend, whatever. Oh, okay, sure. And, you know, they are trying to do all this crazy shit that they need to do for the coordinates and whatever. And Tosh is like the only one doing shit. Like, I fucking applaud Tosh for being like the only person in this team who is like even remotely sane and functional and just able to do things, right? Because like, okay, Gwen is somewhat capable, Yanto as well, but like, Owen is so dysfunctional and he's just doing so much crazy shit. And Yanto is like, no, you don't do all that crazy shit, but he's too much of a pussy in order to stop him. Gwen is capable, but she also has a lot of stuff going on. Like that's the case. Like, even previous episodes, she had a lot of stuff going on and she was doing crazy shit on her own, and it's like, okay. Jack, even in this episode, he wasn't that helpful. He was mostly just hooking up with this random guy. And Tosh was like the only person who was like, okay, we gotta send the equation to the guys into the future. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, we gotta find this thing. We gotta find a material that is gonna last. Okay, I'm gonna use blah. she's like the only person who's actually doing shit here. Like Yanto tried, but even he failed in the stuff that he did. Gwen didn't really do a lot. Owen was, even though Owen was the one that actually got them through, I know Owen did some shit. I know for a fact the next episode, and I think next episode is the finale, I know for a fact that Owen did some shit that's gonna come to bite us in the ass. Because it was all planned by Billis. So I'm just like, that's the thing, is that maybe there wasn't any other way for them to manage to get them back. But I don't know, man. He still did this thing that he probably shouldn't have done. So we'll see what happens in the future. And Tosh is the only one doing shit, man. And like the entire season, the entire series, Tosh is the only one who's like okay in the head. Like she did have the one episode with the alien lesbian and mind reading, right? But even in that episode, she was like, I feel like shit. I'm not gonna do that shit again. And it's like, okay, good. We close that. Like, we close that off. So the only thing she has going is that she maybe has a crush on Owen, but like, who gives a shit about that? Like, that's where it ends, right? She's a little bit bitter over the fact that Owen wants to fuck literally everything except her. So that's it, but that's not that big of an issue. She doesn't let that be that big of an issue. So kudos to Tosh, because even though she's probably the most plain and boring character in the show, she's also the most likable character in the show, because everyone else is fucked up. Yanto's not. Yanto was fucked up that one episode, and then from that point onward, we didn't have literally any character growth. But we are to assume that happened off screen, and since then he's chilled out a little bit more. But even here, he's still like not doing things properly, because like even at the end, Owen was like too bad you're a bad shot, and Yanto was like, I was aiming for your shoulder, like I wasn't trying to kill you, motherfucker. I kind of wish I was, but it worked out, I suppose. Didn't. So yeah, that's what we have. Just kudos to Tosh in general, because even Jack is like getting too distracted with his gay shit, which is like fair, but like still. All right, so now let's talk about the gay shit. So he meets himself. He meets the person he took this name from. So we meet the real Captain Jack Harkness. That's cool. I like that. I like that setup for an episode for drama, right? I think that's cool. And Jack opened up a little bit more about his past to Tosh. It's great. So he did explain to her, I served in World War II. I was here. I was a con man, and then someone saved my life. I was brought back, and I don't know what I'm doing since. But I feel like I have some sense of like purpose of some shit that I need to do, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. That doesn't tell the whole story. It's incredibly vague, but it is something, and it is honest. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that he shared a little of that with Tosh. I feel like he should share that a little bit more with everyone else, because even Owen said something in this episode that is also true, and it's the fact that he was like, I'm tired of Jack not telling me shit. I'm tired of Jack not telling me any of his secrets or who he is or anything. So like, that's the thing. It's like, all this deception, or not even deception, just hiding the truth from everyone, is actually like, does actually have like repercussions in universe, where characters go like, I'm tired of that shit, I want to know, and how am I supposed to trust this person who doesn't trust me, doesn't tell me shit? So yeah, fuck him. I'm just gonna do the crazy shit that I want to do. Like, I have no respect for that person who I really don't know, and whatever he says the rules are. Fair. Like, that part of the whole thing was fair. Everything else that he thought about, it wasn't, because Yanto, I feel like it was right. Like, Billis wanted you plan this whole thing from the beginning, and he wants you to do this. But still, like, Owen was right in saying that one thing. And I like that it's like a bunch of these decisions that a lot of these characters take, and the things that they do and they don't do are the things that that influence the decision in others in a negative way. Like, Torchwood really is a show about, like, fucked up people that are in positions where they shouldn't be fucked up people because they have a lot of influence over what happens with this alien bullshit. But they are fucked up people. And so I don't have a lot of trust in the Torchwood team in order to solve alien shit. Let's leave it at that. Because it's just a team of, like, 5 people. It's not a lot. Right? It's not a lot. All of them except for one are unbelievably fucked up and have a lot of ego. The only one that doesn't still had, like, a moment where she was like, yeah, I don't know. But they are all fucked up and have a lot of issues. Yanto might be better now. And Gwen, I don't think Gwen is necessarily an evil person, but she is an unbelievably selfish person, right? So, and then we have Jack, who... It's difficult to tell whether or not he cares sometimes, right? We have Owen, who's just like is the active disruptor of peace. Like, Owen is the active disruptor of whatever. I just realized I said I was gonna talk about the relationship, but then I got sidetracked into talking shit about the Torchwood thing. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going back to meeting Jack and Jack. So I like that is an actual ship, Jack and Jack. That's cool. But, like, the thing is that since the moment Jack's, like, okay, real Jack's girlfriend showed up, and our Jack was like, they were talking to each other, and then the girlfriend wasn't being given attention, and they were just talking to the other. I was like, okay, this bitch gay. This bitch gay. Like, at least bi, but he has, like, nothing going on for this chick, but he has a lot going on for our Jack, right? And so later Jack was like, you should go to her, you should kiss her goodbye, and he was like, I know you're scared. And they were talking to each other about, like, war experiences and what way to act or think or live your life, right? And so our Jack kept giving him advice of, like, go to her and make sure she knows that she's loved, and go and, like, quote unquote, lose yourself in that woman, which is a way to put it, I suppose. But, like, thing is that, like, up until that scene, I was like, gay, and then I was like, well, maybe not. He went to her, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just like a bro moment. And then he came back, and I'm just like, oh no, this is where it's going. Okay, so I read everything correctly. It wasn't just deceiving me. But yeah, and then he came back, and he was like, I came back for you. And I like that then they got interrupted by a couple dudes just being like, can you give us a lover's corner? And they were like, oh yeah, we were just discussing strategies with the captain or whatever. But they held hands for like a second. Lewd. They held hands for like a second. And I like that our Jack was like, we can go somewhere else. And then the real Jack was like, no, it's okay. You told me everything I needed to know. Which is like, this is how you felt. This is how you feel. This is how I feel. It is like, okay, good. I know that now. Thank you. And this is probably the first time he's able to have a relationship like that with a man too, right? Because this is the 40s, man. And I like that even at the end when they're having the dance, not even the kiss, just the dance, everyone is looking at them like, what are they doing? Like, the camera is spinning, and you can see that literally everyone in the background is just like staring at them like, what? And then I like that Jack took his own advice, because at one point he was like, I need to go. Toshi's like, we need to get out, Jack. Like, come on, we need to go. And Jack is like, I'm sorry, I need to go. And then he's walking away, and then he just turns back around, comes back and just gives him the big kiss. And that kiss lasts, I don't know, like a full minute. And then he's like, all right, now I can go. And that was his own advice, because earlier in the episode, he was like, when the real Jack's quote unquote girlfriend was leaving, he was like, that's it, dude, go and kiss her goodbye, like, go and do that, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow and all that shit. And then Jack is like taking his own advice at the end of the episode, where he's going away. He's leaving his ass because he has to, and then he's like, no, that's it? I'm gonna kiss him goodbye. Like, come on, man. Like, I love this guy, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do that. And I like that. I like that parallel. I like that he brought that back. That was great. So I don't know what I can say about. I feel like the episode was really straightforward, and it was very centered around this relationship between Jack and Jack. And I like, that's great and all, but like, there's not much I can say about it other than that's great, man. I'm just like, I don't know what I can speculate about Billis. I don't know what it could be, what could happen next episode, because even this episode there was like no cliffhanger or anything. It was just like they were just cheering to Jack, to Captain Jack, to the real one, Tosh and Jaguar, because they know what happened. They're probably not gonna tell the rest of the thing what actually happened between the two of them, but they know. There was some Japanese racism somewhere in there, and then I was like, oh yeah, the Japanese were not with the Allies, were they? They were not. I was like, yeah, that's kind of bad. That kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. So, and there was a moment where one guy was like, the China is our allies, right? And it's like, no. And Tosh was like, I'm Japanese, because even though she knows, even though she actually knows that being Japanese is bad in this era, she was like, no, I'm Japanese. Like, that's who I am. Like, respect that shit. Like, it might get me killed, but that's who I am. That is my heritage. We're not some Chinese. We're Japanese here. And I like that I was able to recognize it was Japanese at the very beginning. I was like, someone say something under no subtitles, and then I heard it more, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not English. That's Japanese. I watch enough anime to know words in Japanese, so I was like, okay. And I recognized that she was like gambare, or something, and I was like, okay, I know that. It would have been cool if they had subtitles, though. Okay, so I'm seeing it again at the very beginning. There's a bunch of fucking both Saxon fucking pamphlets on the walls. There's a lot of them, so I like that. When did this air? Did this air before season 2, series 2 of Doctor Who? Okay, Doctor Who. Was it New Earth? Yeah, season 2, episode 1. So when did New Earth air? April 15, 2006. And so according to Google, the episode previous to New Earth is The Parting of the Ways. I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's the New Year special. Okay, so this would be... Okay, so I'm just gonna search for the first episode of Torchwood. So that would have been Torchwood. Was it Everything Changes? Yeah, it was Everything Changes, season 1, episode 1. October 22, 2006. So this was after series 2. So they were setting up season 3 of Doctor Who in Torchwood, not in Doctor Who. It's fucking brilliant. That's great. I love that. Actually. That's fucking great. That's great because they weren't even doing Doctor Who by that point. They weren't even doing season 3 of Doctor Who. They were doing season 2 was done, and they were already thinking about like, yeah, because like maybe they hadn't planned the Harold Saxon storyline with the Master in season 3 of Doctor Who, but maybe they were by the time they were filming this episode, because it was late into the season. Like, it's near the finale. It's like the penultimate episode, right? So maybe at that point they had like some draft, and they were like, oh, it's gonna be cool if we put this thing in. And then they just did it, and it was just like a random thing, and it was great. And there was even one shot where Bad Wolf was written in a wall, and that's a good callback, because that really doesn't really mean anything, does it? Unless we actually go by like the series 4 version, where it's just like, oh, the fact that we saw Bad Wolf in this wall means that the end of the universe is coming, or some shit. Like, some shit's about to happen here. Like, we could go by that definition, maybe. But I don't remember which shot it was. But it was like one shot in the building, in the original building, and I don't know if it was with Gwen or with Jack and Tosh. I think it was Jack and Tosh, so it must have been very early into the episode. Yeah, it's in the stairs. It's in the stairs. So when Jack and Tosh are walking down a couple stairs, there's a bunch of graffiti on the stairs, and it says Cat Boy, and then it says Bad Wolf. The Bad Wolf is pretty significant, you can tell. So I like that. That is a fun callback. It might be a reference to the fact that the world is about to end, but we don't know that. We'll see. So, okay, is that it for this episode discussion? That was a short one, but like, what else can I say about it? I mean, I liked it. I really did. I'm glad that it didn't really dwell too hard on the like Japanese racism, because that would have been uncomfortable, but it wasn't. That's cool. It's just like, this episode is just like a lot of conflict between a lot of these characters that are fucking flawed. Like, I feel like the further we go, the more these flaws are gonna become problems amongst each other, and I like that. That's really fun, actually. That's actually really fun. Jack says at one moment that he was like, I went to war when I was a boy. I was with my best friend. We got caught crossing the border over enemy lines. They tortured him, not me, because he was wicked. They made me watch him die. I persuaded him to join up. I said it would be an adventure. He hadn't lived. And then the other Jack was like, have any of us? And I was like, yeah. So, is that real, or did he just make that up? That felt like real. That felt like emotional real, so it could have been real. We don't know enough about Jack to know that, right? We don't know enough about Jack to know that. Like, what life he lived before the Doctor? Because I'm assuming this was before the Doctor, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I just wanted to point that out, because I felt like that was a really cool moment for Jack, but I don't know whether or not it was real or not. So we'll see that later, I suppose. I like that Tosh left a message that just said, tell my family I love them. Because even at the beginning of the episode, she was talking about like her like grandfather or some shit that was like 88 years old. Like, she does care about her family. I like that. I like that they can show that. And I like that when they came back, went to hug the both of them. He was like, oh my god, you're back. And she just went and gave them a big hug up to the both of them. I was like, please hug Tosh. And then she did. And I was like, oh yes. Awesome. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much everything I could say about this episode. It was really good. It was really solid. It was mostly like a drama episode between Jack and Jack, which is a fun concept. Also setting up something for the future. But I can't talk about the setup because I literally don't know what the setup is. It's just like, we did some shit, and there you go. Like, we opened the rift. Something could have come through, but we don't know, because it's literally just like a wormhole popped, and we don't know what are the repercussions of that wormhole popping. It's like, I don't know, dude. So there you go. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll fucking see. So yeah, I suppose the next episode is the finale. So we should get answers then. Otherwise I'm gonna be upset. But yeah, this was it for this episode of Torchwood. Thank you for being here. Okay, thank you so much for watching this episode of Torchwood. If you would like to see next one already, should already be up on Patreon, as well as full length. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you next time, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye.